What is up, YouTube? Hello and good evening. It is fucking Monday. What the fuck is up? Fucked up weekend here in Seattle. If you know, you know. Life in the big city, right? Anyway, I guested on Heavy Metallurgy last Friday. Teased a few things in terms of stuff to expect from the channel. This is one of those things. I'm going to run through some kind of local, regional-ish black metal from the Seattle, Washington area. I pulled mostly tapes because it's kind of based around a couple of collectives here, but there is some random shit that we're going to go through. In fact, let me just, take stock of what we've got here. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Are you ready? Let's get started. Oh, man. I'm going to figure out this lighting, I promise. Maybe. Look at that Oof. It's rough. It's rough, YouTube. Let's try without the case, huh? There we go. That's better. Can you actually read that logo? If anybody can read that logo, kudos to you. For those of you who can't, it says Fantôme Maléfique. Une vie éternelle. My French, it's not very good. Spanish is a little bit better. We got a nice little J card here. There is the band. This is a local Seattle band. Fairly new to my radar. I've not heard of these folks before. I think they floated across my radar within the last couple months. This did come out on LP. I don't know who released it. The cassette here was released by Forbidden Sonority, who always do pretty killer releases in terms of black metal material. And what do we have here? Well, we got a French-sounding band name for French-sounding black metal. Very much kind of entrenched in the Quebecois black metal scene. Emotive, atmospheric, melancholic, and melodic black metal. High caliber shit. For real. It's so good. Can't get enough of that one. Highly recommended. You check it out. This next one, you're not going to be able to read either. But we'll show you. Oh, look, again, with the fucking glare. It's a little better right there. Pure Cagion, the Catacomb and the Unending Fire. Oh, can't read that at all. Who released this? It's a good question. I did no homework before deciding to shoot this video. Kind of a last minute decision. There's the insert. Band photo. This, I believe, is a tape-only release. And what you have here is a black metal project featuring members of Bellwitch, Fake Dust, and a few other projects. I realize Fake Dust is not from Seattle. Or they did put their record out through Iron Lung Records, which is a Seattle-based label. This is 2 tracks, 1 track per side. Progressive black metal with a lot of atmosphere and a lot of cinematic scope in terms of the grandeur of the tunes on this album. It's really fucking good. Longish tracks, but I don't think over the 10-minute mark. Don't quote me on that. Not much more to say about this one. It's It's awesome. I would say in terms of shit that's local to here, this is kind of on the essential list. You should get it. Pure Cagion. Pyre Cagion. Words. Okay. Next up, we've got a record. Oh my goodness. This was released last year. Man, I'm late to this project under this name. This band used to be known as Command. Not the like war metal Command, the $20 Spin put up. And I'm pretty sure they changed the name because of that band. This is Hellslot. First of all, look at that majestic artwork by Rock from Sadistic Execution. Just amazing post-apocalyptic grandeur right there. This was released by Witch's Brew. Pretty basic release here. Insert came along with this. So it's funny, during the stream on Friday, I mentioned, I showed some more metal, and I mentioned that I firmly kind of believe that most war metal is deeply indebted and rooted in that third Bathory record, and this is no exception. Is it war metal? Yeah, I would call it war metal, but it's very thrashy. It's like it's black thrash, but played even faster. Kind of in that Niflheim sort of realm, but catchier. Just excellent shit here. They've got like 3 full lengths under the Command moniker, or 3 albums, I think. I might be wrong about that. Maybe 2 and a couple EPs. This is quality material. Super blasphemous, super scathing, really fucking memorable, riffy, blazing black metal, veering towards, like I said, war metal, thrash. Kind of get my vibe. Alright. Now, we get to like the meat of the video. We're going to talk a lot about 2 labels. Verminosis being 1, Wearg Guild being the 2nd. So we're gonna show another. You know what? No, we're not. We're gonna start with tapes again. Now I talked about this in my best of 2025 video from earlier this year, but I figured I'd show it again. And I honestly tried to just resist the urge to pull shit that I had already shown. That would include the Kukila Moku and Astral Gauze LPs that came out last year. Here we have, though, and it's appropriate because signed to Verminosis, Clan Gru, aka Clandestine Group, with Soldiers of Hell, Veterans of Death. Oh, look at that. I'm wearing the gear. There's your insert. There's the gear and the lyrics. 3-track EP. 2 sides. Repeats both sides. Epic black metal mixed with traditional heavy metal and rock and roll elements. That's what you get with this. Not too dissimilar to bands like Bogside Sniper Squadron or Nathair. Kind of that vibe. And it fucking rules. Also released by Verminosis last year. And equally as good. We have Curse Relic. Probably couldn't read it on that cassette because it's a pretty hard typeface to read. Album. Oh my goodness. Can I even read that? I'm not going to try. As much as I fucking love this shit. I love this music. I kind of live for it. I can't read this shit, man. I really can't. Anyway, Curse Relic. Recorded entirely in studios in Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. Killer interior artwork. Lyrics here. What do you get with this album? Well, raw black metal. I don't know, that's kind of reductive. It's, oh shit. Here on my art desk, and it's one of those. So sorry for the wobble. It's very angular, very discordant. I don't know. It's like discordant death metal, but black metal. A lot of slow sections in these songs where they just kind of like dial it down, tune it down, and create a dirge. Project is very good at creating dirges. Music sounds like that artwork, just filthy and nasty, raw, and just like kind of weird and off-putting. But that's one of the rad things about this shit. Super good. And the last thing I have to show on Verminosis is not a new release. In fact, this album's a couple of years old at this point. I don't know how old. Honestly, probably one of my favorite things that this label's ever put out. This is a slab of incredible black metal. Dune Mirror with Crucifix Wound. First of all, that cover artwork just got me. I love the logo too. It's just so scrawled and hard to read, but like just vile looking. Awesome. Track list, very, very bare bones LP. It did come with, yes, maybe? No, it did. It did come with an insert. There's a guy behind Dune Mirror. First of all, what a photo. I love that shit. I don't know, man. So pagan looking. It's just so dope. There's the lyrics. One-man band. However, he does play live on occasion, in which case the homie from Ebony Pendant steps in on drums, I believe. Yeah, session drums, SG. We know who that is. 2021 on this album. What do you have here? Despondent, raw, chaotic, evil sounding black metal. Lo-fi, second wave inspired for sure. Would fit nicely next to a Judas Iscariot record, especially that mid to later era Judas Iscariot. Think Imperial as well. And you kind of get a good vibe for what you're going to get here. Maybe some of that early Zaster is not too far off point either. Is that second wave? I don't know. Maybe. Is there a third wave? Let's get into black metal semantics, people. Come on. Hit me. Now we begin the Wearg Guild exploration. Everybody and their mother has shown this album, but I figured, god damn it. I will figure this out. This lighting's terrible. Ebony Pendant, Threnodies from the Cold Lands, killer artwork, which you can't really see because of my amazing lighting. Most of my Wearg Guild shit is on tape because the vinyl comes and it goes as soon as it comes. It's like, remember the early days of fucking Go to Warx? When if you were hitting F5 immediately once the drop went live, you're fucked. You didn't get what you wanted. Well, that's Wearg Guild these days. We'll talk about that. Anyway, there's the homie Simon right there. SG. God damn it. Boop, boop. I hope you're enjoying the background tunes, by the way. Thanks, Mortiz. This is also kind of along those lines of that Dune Mirror. Savage, scathing, fast as fuck, vitriolic black metal. Again, not too dissimilar to the early USBM, Judas Iscariot specifically. I think that's a very apt comparison, especially when you look at previous outings from Ebony Pendant. In fact, you know what? Bear with me. Why not? Here's another Ebony Pendant project. Boom. It's a split with Lamp of Murmur. Again, lighting sucks. This one was released again by Forbidden Sonority. Ebony Pendant, Lamp. Big fucking illustration. This is a sick split. And the material on here, I think is even more akin to that Judas Iscariot vibe. Again, you think about stuff like Imperial, Krieg, early Krieg. But this is just rad. Killer stuff. Simon's got his hands in a lot of different projects, as you'll find out. Anyway, essential. Wearg Guild. That's what we're talking about. Wearg Guild. Wearg Guild? Actually, that's a cool name for a label. If you're curious as to the meaning, look it up. It's very interesting. They just did a drop not too recently. And I picked up a whole slew of stuff. Actually, pretty much everything they put in the drop. It was a tape drop. The last vinyl drop they put out was the most recent full-length Iron Firmament, which I missed out. I haven't been able to get it on tape or wax. The wax I'm pretty much going to write off. Tape, still a little bit hopeful that one might pop up. However, this got reissued. I was lucky enough to get a holographic variant of this cassette. It's the first Iron Firmament Cascadian Tactics. There you have that. Came on a blue cassette. And this is, I don't know what to say about Iron Firmament. It is the project of the primary dude that runs Wearg Guild. There's a cover, really sick artwork here, and again holographic, which is dope. I think they only made like 10 or 20 holographic variants of this one and the next album we're going to talk about. And I was lucky enough to grab the one for the Iron Firmament. In fact, you weren't even able to pick. You just either got one from your order or you didn't. Iron Firmament, sick, traditional, raw, black metal, scathingly fast, extremely heavy, and excellent. These all, by the way, I'm all over the place. So they sent me the drop in this fucking dope little box. Get the Wearg Guild, god damn it, title, logo, whatever. Back. Wearg Guild 2025. Let me just drop everything that's inside of it. I happen to just like take some of the stuff out because a lot of what they put out in that drop were just reissues. However, the Iron Firmament, again, well, it was a reissue. This was new. This is another one. I was hoping that I would snag. I'd be lucky enough to get the holographic variant on this one, but I didn't. It's cool though. Lander, Acid Jungle. Who are Lander? Lander is Artificer and Krieger. Krieger, gentleman from Iron Firmament. Artificer, another gentleman who also has a lot to do with the Wearg Guild collective, I suppose you would call it. There was another Lander reissue that came out. I sang that too. I only had the earlier full length from Lander. This is a full length album. Never fear, this is coming out on LP. I will be trying to snag one when it does come out, because what do you have with this? You have some incredible psychedelic black metal. There's heavy reliance on synthesizers. On this album. Very clearly inspired by the German school of electronic music of the 70s, Kraftwerk and the ilk, and not maybe Radioactivity era Kraftwerk, but specifically the first couple Kraftwerks. Really cool green tape for this one. This is my favorite of the drop. This is the Iron Firmament, just chef's kiss, stellar black metal. There is no other black metal band that I've heard currently putting music out on any label that sounds anything like Lander. Lander, I believe, I don't know for a fact, and again, did no homework, but I'm pretty sure these Lander albums are based off of a tabletop RPG. In fact, fuck it. This is the earlier Lander, Heroic Lands. I've had this for a while now. 39 out of 100. More of the same. It's fucking stellar. And then we got, this is the other one that came out with the most recent drop that I was able to snag, which is Boreal Tactics. And also stellar, but again, more of the same. This band's amazing. They have not put anything bad out as of yet, which is refreshing. Okay, let's move on. This is not from the most recent drop, but this is one that was not represented in the most recent drop, and this is just stellar stuff as well. We've got Unkindness. First of all, cool cover, very minimalist. There's the tape. Wearg Guild 2024. Pretty sure, yeah, I got this when it dropped. 5 out of 100, which is cool. There's the insert. This is more Krieger and Artificer, but this is really despondent, depressive black metal. Very melodic, epic, and majestic, but depressing for sure. There is a lot of emotion and just, I don't know, it sounds like the people who put this together are just tired. Not tired like sleepy tired, but just tired, man. Kind of like me, just tired. And I love it for that. I love this record. Gets me right in the heartstrings. Absolutely gutting. Killer stuff. The last project to talk about is Runeblade. Fucking glare. Okay, here we go. Boom. Runeblade. Runeblade. Homie from Ebony Pendant, man. SG. Simon. Illustrated by Krieger, so that's dope as well. SC, excuse me, not SG. Krieger is on this, playing drums and synth. So, I think Ebony Pendant meets Iron Firmament, and this is pretty much what you get with this. This is a great record. Medieval black metal, triumphant, majestic shit. bordering on epic black metal at times, but doesn't have that like sluggish pace of like a Caladan Brood or Summoning. It's rad. And, you know, you got the tape. Boom. Orange. Love it. Super sick. Put that where it goes. Boom. Put that where it goes. Boom. We've also got, I just pulled it off the shelf. Why not? The first Runeblade demo. 2024, I think, on this one. Boom. Ah, got that as a patch. It's fucking sick. Again, SC and Krieger make up the members of Runeblade, and this is just more feral ferocity, and atmospheric goodness. Just majestic as fuck. It's so good. And there's a tape. Always, like, one of the cool things about Wearg Guild's tape releases, they always are putting out, like, their shells look awesome, in my opinion. Not like afterthoughts. That's it. That's the rundown. There's more. I could not give you every single amazing project coming out of the Seattle area, or with members from the Seattle area, because there's a never-ending slew. I think Blood Atonement is one, another great one. I've got a couple. I got something from them coming on the way. Awesome stuff. Anyway, I hope you saw something that you were unfamiliar with, and that you looked into, and that you dug when you checked it out. That's why I do these things. Hit me up in the comments below. Let's talk about some of this stuff. Maybe you know some shit that I don't know, and we can get a dialogue going. And that's, you know, half the fun of doing this bullshit. Anyway, keep it easy. Be real. Keep it real. Be easy. I don't know, man. I don't have a tagline. Other than, what's up, YouTube? First thing, High Defamation, your boy. Back with another video. Anyway, next video coming up, we talked about it. We'll see. It's going to be good. Arty. Arts and crafts. Not just arty. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Peace out, YouTube.